Hello, friends. There's a really strange recurrence in this week's Torah portion, which is Lecha. And it's famously the Torah portion in which Avram is called to go forth and with his wife Sarai become a nation. But shortly after receiving the call, after they arrive in their intended destination, Canaan, they immediately go down to Egypt because of a famine. And there, Avram pretends that Sarai is his sister because he is concerned that she is so beautiful that the Egyptians will take her and kill him so that she can become a concubine of Pharaoh. Now, she is taken to Pharaoh and ultimately restored to Avram unharmed and untouched. And the really interesting thing about this is that this episode then recurs later in the Torah portion, back in the land of Canaan, with Avimelech, king of Gerar. And in both cases, Avram gets feedback from the kings, the respective kings, saying, "Why'd you do this? Like, I'm an honorable person. If I had known she was your wife, I wouldn't have touched her." And the Midrashes say that Hashem also is a little bit not approving that Avram did this deception without permission or without having faith. A few weeks later, we're going to see that Yitzchak and Rebecca also have this deception. And what it strikes me as is just how very difficult it is, this being an extreme case, for us to stop doing things that we know are not healthy, that we know are not strategic ways of being in the world, but are the tactics that we have become attached to. Avram is in his moment of fear so afraid that he and then his son after him revert to this tactic of self-protection that works, maybe doesn't work as best as other things, but in the immediate moment, it's the only thing they can think of. So I just want to share that this week with a lot of compassion for ourselves, the Jewish people, and for all of our humanness, that it is hard to break patterns that don't particularly serve us well. And yet ultimately, it's also important that we compassionately look at ourselves and challenge ourselves to try to do better. Shabbat Shalom.